Alright everybody, welcome back to Crack a Pack. As I said in the previous video, turns out it was Edge of Eternities. I was really excited for this set, saw some of the cards previewed, and figured, I need some of these for my decks. So once again, don't really do the singles, figured I'd grab a box. Y'all can join me as we go through this. Never really a good way to open these, I guess. Maybe that'll come with practice. But for now, trial and error it is. Now, like I said, with this set, I was really excited for a couple of cards. There's a mono red commander that gives everybody Void, the new ability. Basically a sneak attack, and then it hides them away in exile so they can't be dealt with until they come back. I also really like that they've brought back the shock lands, so we'll see how many of those I can pick up. Always great to have them for the mana base. But I guess it's time. We got 36 of these to go through. Let's get cracking. As I said in the last video, I'm going to be going through the uncommons pretty quickly. Now I'm a little less familiar with going to be going through the commons pretty quickly. Probably also the uncommons. I felt like the last video ran a little longer than it needed to. Now I don't know too much about the rares in this set, so we'll pause on those. Probably for a little longer, and if I happen to see one that really grabs my attention, maybe I'll say a few things about it. But the difference between this set and Foundations earlier was, well, Foundations the other week, was that I knew some of the Foundations cards. They were foundational. A lot of new cards in this one, not as many reprints. So, some of this stuff might be really cool, even on the commons. We're going to breeze through it a little bit, and we'll kind of talk about our findings at the end. Very nice alternate art. Really like to see that. Reflecting Pool isn't the best land in the world, but that'll go nicely in all my decks that use it. Yeah, and as more and more of these videos come out, I'll be getting better with my comfort level, my talking, the style of how we really do these. Command Bridge, interesting. Yeah, so things might change from time to time. Alright, this is the guy I was excited for. Awesome to see him in pack 3. Maybe I'll be able to get lucky with some other cards. Okay. That is pretty cool. And so is that. Love the alternate art for the lands, especially the borderless. Sorry, that pack got me all distracted. But like I was saying, I'll be working it out. Things might seem different from play booster to play booster, but we'll get it sorted. I'm sure you guys will let me know things you like, things you don't like. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Okay, just a little life gain on a landfall card. Okay. Wow, okay. Yeah, and of course, shout out in the comments. I breeze over a card that everyone's like, no, that's really good. Let me know. I know that we can use stations as commanders, vehicles as commanders now. So it'll be fun to get the opportunity to do some new builds. I'll really be able to branch out, maybe try some new things. I've always been a pain for all right? I've always been more of a red-green guy, so maybe this will encourage me to go 5-color, or we'll see. Maybe there's a good Demir commander hiding in the edge of Eternities. Yeah, I'll really flip things around for myself. And yeah, after a little bit of thought, there we go. I think I will. Hey, first Shockland. Alright. And the Eternity Elevator. Whole lot of mana there. 2 foils. My goodness. Well, folks, I think it's good luck opening these on camera. Don't think I'll be changing that anytime soon. Even if nobody watches these videos, I seem to be getting better pulls, so maybe magic knows. But yeah, in between the last video and this one, I gave it some thought. And I think in between booster boxes, some nice alternate art. In between booster boxes, I think I will be doing sort of deck explanations. Okay. It's a good looking alternate art card. Nice mono white commander, maybe. I don't know. Just, you know, walk you guys through some of my decks, some of the reasons I built them, the cards I enjoy in them, the play style I like. Yeah, that way I'm not opening a booster box every single week, or twice a week, or 3 times a week, and yeah, I end up with more cards than I have room to store them. Nice little card draw for any +1/+1 counter synergies. Okay. Artifact synergies. But yeah, as we go on, and hopefully this channel is able to grow and we can find new things to do other than just open packs and flip over cards, even though that's what I enjoy doing. 4/1 defender. All right. Interesting. Great for any deck that's hindered by finality counters. Alright, little hasty dragon. So yeah, I know I run through these packs a little fast, and this one probably a little slower than the last one, and I'm talking over the cards, but it is 36 to get through, and again, if you see anything that you're interested in, I try to hold them so you can see everything. Pause it if you need to. Alright. These are all cards I haven't seen before. Okay. I think this was one of the heavy hitters. So that's 3 rares and an alternate art land in 1 pack. Yep, y'all are my lucky charm. I'll definitely be opening all of my booster boxes, or play boosters, whatever they're called these days, this way from now on. Seems the internet is stuck with me. Commander potential for Selesnya. The Endstone. Interesting. I'm really liking these lands. But yes, all that to say, you guys are stuck with me. I do appreciate you tuning in and watching these videos. You know, not going to go through the normal rundown on all of my videos. Just don't feel the need to. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who watches. Thanks for making me part of your week, part of your month, part of your day, whatever. Okay. You know, and honestly, if nobody ends up watching these, it still forced me to step out of my comfort zone, do something I didn't ever think I would do. And so here we are. Really interesting art, some great names on these cards. I will definitely be taking my time later as I go through these. You know, obviously, nobody wants this video to be an hour and a half long, and I don't think I have that much to talk about. So, we're going to breeze through it. And that'll be that. But I like what I'm seeing. Just a few reprints here and there. A little bit of life gain, life loss. Pretty standard stuff. That is interesting art. I guess that was a rare there, so I blew right past it. But yeah, as I said, probably do a box every other week, you know, when payday hits. I'll slow this down a little bit. Nice. A little free sack outlet. Some big artifact synergies there. Another one of those awesome looking lands. I know it's not traditional, but I like those. I don't know. I just like my lands to look a little different. I loved Duskmourn. They had some great lands. Caverns of Ixalan. And I believe it was the Brothers' War. Had some good lands. It's usually what I use in all my decks. Landfall Synergy. Looks like they're bringing that back. Might be time to dust off one of the Omnaths. Always a scary prospect, I know. A little artifact synergy there as well, but in a different way. Sorry, I promise I'm opening all these packs. Paid too much money for this to be fake. Although in my last video, let's see, what does this one do? It's alright. My last video, I ran down the prices and top prospects of the play booster for foundations, and I didn't really like that. Consult the star charts. Okay, dig through the library, always nice. But as I was saying, I didn't really like that. I don't really want people to think I'm doing this for profit. I mean, yeah, it'd be great if I could make a few dollars off of it, but look guys, I was cracking these packs with or without y'all. I just figured I'd throw it out onto YouTube, see if anyone shared an interest, see if anyone wanted to... Interesting. See if anyone wanted to join me on this journey as I grow my collection and try to better my decks, better my playing styles, diversify what I use. And again, if you do, you do. And if you don't, you don't. But I already said it once, I'll say it again. I do truly appreciate y'all watching these videos. I'm glad you could join me for this adventure. A little Surveil synergy. I know it's powerful, just haven't figured out the right deck to play it in. But I do like the idea of green Surveil. I got a lot of regrowth. Possibility Technician. I'll have to check that one out later. But also I feel like, you know, if you're going green Surveil, you gotta go black, and Golgari's been done to death. I actually don't have my elf deck anymore because one, it was way too strong. I just didn't enjoy overrunning the board. Two, it got a little repetitive, but we'll see. Maybe incorporate some blue into it. Okay, that is a wild card. I mean, obviously, game ender with any of the mill doublers out there. You know, or if you've got graveyard hate, you play that and drop a bazooka bog, and well, people probably don't invite you over anymore. Yeah, I'll have to check out some of these commons and uncommons. I know I'm kind of speeding through things, but like I said, there's a lot of these guys. And as I'm getting more comfortable, getting a better rhythm with these packs and doing all this under the scrutiny of the bright lights, these videos will probably get a little shorter. The one thing I don't want is for them to start running long. We got a little impulse draw on your landfall. Oh, that is really cool. Like I said, these borderless lands look great. This is just a really fun set artistically. moment. Make sure you all can read all these. Hey, there we go, Shockland. And another Tezzeret Cruel Captain. Okay. Now, I'll take it. Great for any Convoke decks or vehicle decks. It's an interesting commander. I'd heard some people talking about it. Be curious to see what shakes out with her. Interesting land. Okay. Always good to see synergies for the aristocrats. You know, it stays on theme. They already have everything, so why not give them more? It is a fun mechanic to play. I guess playstyle? I don't know. Let me know what I should call it. Sadly, I'm not up to... Okay. All right. Hey. Both Sammys, one pack. Can't be mad about that. Got myself some commanders to build, it seems. Another sack to destroy. I know I haven't really been going over any of these commons. I do think some of them are worthy to be added to decks. I'm sure I'll find some things that I enjoy. But, hey, another Sammy. Another one of these possibility technician. Alright. Double rares. Always nice to see. And would you look at that? Just about the same time, we've reached the last three. I like to doing the countdown from the last one, so that's probably something that's sticking around. We'll see if the bottom of the box can be as good as the last one. Okay, a little landfall. Alright. Well, that seems pretty powerful. I do like landfall. I don't currently have a Lands Matter deck, but this set might be the inspiration for that. And also, depending on, you know, what I unbox next, that could have landfall stuff, and I'll repeat this conversation because I procrastinated and didn't build the deck I wanted to. Sunken Citadel. Okay. So not the best for our second and third final packs, but there's one more. So here we go. Calling it now, double Shocklands. Invasive maneuvers. Just read that. It's pretty good. Okay. All right. And that is it. Well, thank you again for joining me on my second Play Booster opening. Hopefully I'll see you for the next one. I'll probably have to break down and go Spider-Man for that. I'm already behind the times. I know. But like I said, this is kind of for me, kind of to open stuff with you guys. I don't want to exclude a set just because there's online discourse or anything of that nature. So, I hope to see you again in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.